Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different and I'm actually going to review a Game Boy game. It's been brilliant to hear from everyone who's been looking at the tutorials, trying things out, asking me questions, and some of you actually been creating your own games. So today we're going to look at this game release from Rob Dimeo. It's called Dimeo's Jukebox, and you can see he's actually created his own real kind of original style Game Boy box and cartridge and instructions and all those kind of things. And Rob's a musician, so it's both a game and a chiptunes soundtrack. So we're going to have a look at that today. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so here's the game, Dimeo's Jukebox. Some of you may not know that I never actually owned a Game Boy when I was growing up. Either I could never afford one, or I think probably my parents kind of engineered that maybe I never got one for Christmas or for my birthdays. And so I've been collecting them as an adult, but therefore I've never had the joy of buying or receiving a completely shrink-wrapped original Game Boy game. So this is really exciting. Thank you, Rob, for sending this over to me. As you can see, it looks just like the original games do, the same styling. It's kind of shrink-wrapped. Let's break it open. You can kind of see at the back here, before I do break it open, it has the whole kind of story and the screenshot, so it looks just like an original Game Boy game. Okay, let's carefully get the shrink wrap open. Okay, so there's the front of the box. The printing is really high quality. I mean, it does look like a commercial game, really nicely folded and everything and crisp. I don't know if Rob's getting these made somewhere or if he's doing them himself, but it's a really nice job. I love the artwork on the front as well. It even smells new game fresh. Okay, so there's the box, there's the insides. Again, all looking really professional. We've got some instruction manuals in here. Just going to put the box to the side for a second. Okay, what have we got here? So you've got the kind of typical game instructions in here. You can kind of see there the whole storyline, all the credits. It's great here. You see the developer is Rob, the programmer is Rob, the animator is Rob, the composer is Rob, the level designer is Rob, and the character design is Rob and Michaela. But you can see other people have been involved in this. It's brilliant that this is not Rob's doing a lot on it, as you can see, and it's a really great achievement there, but you can see he's also had other people involved to create all of this, to bring together what looks like a really professional packaging. So that's the first card. Let's look at the second one. Oh, great. So we've got a poster, if I can get that to focus, poster of the artwork there on the front. If I just zoom out a second. You can kind of see there that's kind of the artwork from the front of the box there, just as a separate poster, so kind of nice little addition there. And then the cartridge itself. So the cartridge is, it looks like also either in a box or shrink wrap. Nice snug fit. Alright, look. So it's actually got a little a card on the back here. So links for more information on Twitter, etc. Just going to squeeze this out. It's such a tight fit, but I don't want to rip it if I don't have to. See there? Nice little box art again. So the cartridge. So you see it's got a nice sticker on here, like the original. Again, pretty high quality print. If I can get that a bit closer. The cartridge itself, it says Nintendo Game Boy, very much like the originals do. So if we compare it to this one, you can see there the labelling is pretty similar. I would guess this is from one of the kind of AliExpress cartridges. The backs aren't identical to the original, but Rob's got it as close as you pretty much can. The plastic on these kind of reproduction shells aren't as good. Again, Rob can't really be blamed for that. You cannot get anything near the original injection molded Nintendo parts, but a really good cartridge here. Really well done label, much better than the label that I managed to do on my own game. So he's gone to some real expense to create the high quality production on those. But that is the box. Let's actually put it in a Game Boy, have a play, see what it's like. So I'm going to first start off actually trying it in a real Game Boy, and then I'll show you some kind of screenshots from the emulator. I'm going to put it in my trusty yellow Play It Loud that has been backlit. Let's turn it on for the first time. Make sure we have the audio up. Nice splash screen. So I believe Rob for this has used GB Studio. And those of you who don't know, GB Studio is a tool that's slightly easier to use than some of the tutorials we've been doing, but you can create full games in it. It's a brilliant tool if you haven't looked at it already. But it doesn't matter whether you do it in GBDK like I've been showing you or in GB Studio. Actually doing soundtracks is really, really hard. And I think that's what's going to be different here is Rob's obviously a musician, and he's done some what sounds like some already great tunes here. Okay, let's actually look at some of the gameplay. Normally in my tutorials I would now flip to using an emulator just because it's easier to capture, but I think it's really important when we're looking at Rob's work, because this is so much about the audio here. The audio in the emulator does not sound anything like it really does on a real Game Boy. So if you can hold with me while we kind of review it actually on a real Game Boy, we can hear really what the sound's meant to be sounding like. So let's get started and have a look. I'll dive straight into a new game. The story for this game, just like it is on most Game Boy games, is written on the box and in the inside, and the story really is around Rob having woke up in the morning. This is Rob, the little character, and having found all his music stolen, and we've got to kind of help him find it. So we'll kind of go into the first level. I don't want to show you too much here. I just want to show you what the basic gameplay is and listen to some of the music, and then let you, if you want to see more of it, go and look at Rob's site. So you can kind of see here I've got a maze going on, got characters I can interact with, a little cat. Try walking to the left of the sign. A little maze to walk my way around. But not that way. These tunes really do sound like some of the original Game Boy games, which is certainly a lot better than I can do. So here's the sign. If I go left, okay, there's some kind of teleport thing going on there, okay. That's the first puzzle solved then. We've got characters we can talk to in here. We've got a little game up here. I can see is similar to some kind of old style gameplays where we can kind of push things around. So if I push that, you can kind of see how that works. It's a really nice little kind of puzzle game. Let's go and have a look at some of the other features in here. Just wanted to show you another feature. If we go back to the start menu, we can go into the jukebox. So as you're playing the game all the way through, it's going to come up with Rob's different tracks to hear. But here we can actually kind of, like the game, we can navigate around as a little character and listen to songs in the jukebox. So you can see what song it is, loose change, and then we walk through the record and it starts playing. So it's a nice little feature and a way of bringing all of Rob's music as well as you're playing it in the game actually in here. So I guess this is the album bit of it, the release of the chiptunes album within the game. It's a really nice kind of thing. I wish actually more commercial games from Nintendo let you kind of come through and easily choose the music. I'm sure there probably are some, but I've never really noticed them if they are there. So I don't want to show you too much of the game and give away too much there, but it's a nice little playable game with some puzzles built in and some really great music, some chiptunes music there to listen to. You can see here it's also got it as a soundtrack, I'll have a look at later and listen to. But it's a really good release. Go and check it out. Also make sure if you're doing any of your own projects that you're sharing with me, I'd love to hear about it. And just to be clear, Rob sent this to me today entirely free, but he isn't paying me to say nice things about it. It's just really great to see someone who's achieved their own dream to release their own Game Boy, and he's just done it in such nice style with all the artwork and all the boxes and everything. It's been a pleasure to play. Go and have a look if you're really interested in ordering, and have a look at the link here and the link in the description. But that's all for now. We'll see you again.